Wherever the story is, we'll take you there. You're streaming ABC News Live.
Welcome to ABC News Live. First, I'm Diane Macedo, and it is Oscar nomination day in Hollywood. We are just minutes away from finding out who is competing for Oscar Gold at this year's 97th Academy Awards. This morning, we are rolling out the red carpet and bringing you a front row seat. Award season is off to a high-flying start, but who will defy the odds at the Academy Awards? Will Wicked be popular enough with the Academy?
Let's go.
Can Demi Moore ride the high of her Golden Globe win for Substance?
It's fine.
And will Emilia Perez and the Brutalist keep their winning momentum rolling?
They do not want us here.
Who do you mean?
The people here, they do not want us here.
For anyone who's going to hold your attention on stage, you have to kind of be a freak.
We're heading into a complete unknown ahead of the Academy Award nominations.
Acclaim this city for the glory of Rome.
The throne is vacant.
The next to take the throne for Best Picture is anyone's guess.
If now is not the time to grieve, I don't know what to tell you.
Our team is here to break it all down as we head to Hollywood.
Come with me. I couldn't possibly. This is your moment. I'm coming.
And we are very excited to get into all the top movies this year. But while there's a lot to celebrate, it's also been a tough year for the entertainment industry. California wildfires have claimed lives, destroyed homes, and wiped away movie and TV landmarks. Now, a new fire is burning today, forcing even more evacuations. And a significant portion of the Academy's members were just starting to recover from the 2023 writers and actors strikes. Between the pandemic, the strikes, and the wildfires, it is truly an unprecedented time in Hollywood and around the world. But despite those hardships, Hollywood has pushed forward, and today's nominations will celebrate achievements across many different categories in film. ABC's Chris Connolly has a look at the top contenders.
So, is this the year Oscar goes pop? The supporting actress category might feature Selena Gomez. Singing, acting, and whoa, as the wife of a kingpin in Emilia Perez, or Ariana Grande.
Popular. You're gonna be popular.
Bringing her popular music onto the big screen for the smash success Wicked. While her on-screen frenemy Cynthia Erivo looks like a good bet for Best Actress. Otherwise, that category's temperature could be in the 90s.
Let's go.
The 1990s. Two icons of the era, Demi Moore in The Substance.
I'm fine.
And Pamela Anderson in The Last Showgirl.
You have an act up there?
I do. I'm a dancer.
Once upon a time, you're just so fine.
In Best Actor, look for the career of Timothée Chalamet to get another boost via his performance as Bob Dylan in A Complete Unknown.
Let you be what?
Whatever it is they don't want me to be.
He'll likely be joined by Sing Sing's Coleman Domingo,
From time to time I do act.
the brutalist Adrian Brody,
They do not want us here.
and
The conclave begins now.
Popular. He knows about Popular. That's ex-Voldemort Ralph Fiennes in Conclave. And thanks to the Avatars and the Guardians of the Galaxies, Zoe Saldana's movies have grossed exactly $12 billion. Now she's looking at a likely Emilia Perez nomination of her own in Supporting Actress. And as they might compete with Denzel Washington for Gladiator 2. Could the TV hit Succession be spawning 2 supporting actor noms? For Jeremy Strong in The Apprentice.
You got a ways to go, but you're learning.
And Kieran Culkin in A Real Pain.
What's up, cuz?
Tell me it's you. I know it's you.
And a Best Song nomination for Mufasa the Lion King's Tell Me It's You would put songwriter Lin-Manuel Miranda on EGOT watch. Would he have to deny Elton John from winning his third Oscar, thanks to the title song from his doc, Never Too Late? The answers are just moments away. And the Academy leadership putting out the word yesterday that this year's nominated songs will not be performed live at the show, in hopes of keeping the focus on the songwriters. And we'll begin to hear the names of all this year's Oscar nominees within the hour. Diane?
All right, we sure will. Chris Connolly, thank you. And those nominations are now just a few minutes away. ABC's Will Gans and Senior Awards Editor at Variety, Clayton Davis, have more on what we can expect. So, Clayton, you have dubbed this year's Oscars the year without a frontrunner. Why?
Because we just have a wide open year. It's been such a weird time, you know, with the election going on, and a lot of movies that, you know, are coming after the strike. A lot of movies were put on pause. There weren't a high volume amount that every studio had. So right now we're just looking at a field that really is anyone's game, from Conclave to Wicked to Nora to Amelia Perez. You know, anyone can really win Best Picture. By my estimate right now, we have 6 movies in the running to win Best Picture, which is pretty unprecedented in this time on nomination morning, where we feel like we're already pretty narrowed down by that point. It's wide open.
Okay, so who do you have your eye on? Do you feel like there are top contenders there?
So right now, I'm looking at Conclave, Wicked, and Amelia Perez to lead the day. I have them predicted to get 10 nominations each, you know, which probably wouldn't clear much things up. But we're looking for key nominations for directors. Edward Berger, can John M. Chu get in for Wicked? But we're also seeing this big surge in genres, because we have 2 musicals that haven't been nominated for Best Picture since 1968. And then we also have a horror movie, The Substance. There's only been 6 horror movies nominated for Best Picture in history, and here we have Demi Moore probably about to win an Oscar for a horror performance. So it's all strange in that way.
I kind of love that it's a little bit weird this year.
Makes it fun.
Will, between...
Speaking of making it weird this year, let's bring in Will Gans.
Always reliable. No, well, between Amelia Perez and Wicked, it has been a long time since we've seen 2 musicals get this much Oscar buzz. What do you make of that?
And I mean, not to discount A Complete Unknown, which isn't the same as, you know, a true musical in that sense, but it is a film with music as well. So it's a really exciting time for fans of the genre. I mean, La La Land, of course, was up for Best Picture, which was a musical as well. Famously did not win. There's been a mistake. And then Chicago was the last time that we saw a movie musical do exceptionally well at the Oscars, but that could change this year. I mean, some people are saying that Amelia Perez might make history this year with the amount of nominations it gets. Clayton is predicting 10. Some people are predicting up to 16, which would make history, which would be huge. And then, of course, Wicked was such a blockbuster, so I think that that will be a fan favorite heading into this award season. But I do think, given the state of everything that LA has been through and the country in general, musicals might fare really well this year, because it is a little bit of escapism. I mean, who doesn't love to see Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo singing about hating each other and then becoming best of friends? So there's a lot to like heading into award season for fans of musicals.
And Clayton, you've said that the lead actors category is the most competitive acting category this year. Walk me through that.
I mean, look, you have Cynthia Erivo, who, by the way, is also on EGOT watch, because if she wins the Oscar, we've never had an actor complete their EGOT on the Oscar stage. But between Cynthia Erivo, Demi Moore, who has the narrative of all narratives, you know, the big comeback, 62 years old, still killing it, still looks amazing, and doing it for a body horror performance. It's completely, like, we don't know who's going to get nominated. We also have Mikey Madison, a big breakout from Nora. And then you have these 2 international actresses, Fernanda Torres from I'm Still Here and Marianne Jean-Baptiste from Hard Truths, that could break in. But do they take a spot from Carla Sofia Gascon, who could be the first openly transgender actor nominated for Amelia Perez? It's really, there's going to be some disappointed people today. It's about how many are going to be disappointed.
Well, let's talk about lead actor. Adrien Brody is one of the top names this year, and I find this so interesting. He currently holds the record for the youngest winner in this category from back in 2003. Now Timothée Chalamet could end up stealing that title from him as they both compete together. What are you watching for in that category?
So I think there are 4 sort of locks in this category. As you just mentioned, Adrien Brody and Timmy Chalamet. I also think Ray Fiennes for Conclave is pretty much guaranteed a spot in this race, as well as Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing. And then we get into that 5th spot, and this is where it's going to be drama unfolding this morning in just a little bit. It could be Sebastian Stan for his work in The Apprentice, and I think given the state of the current political climate, I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up on the stage come Oscars Sunday, or Daniel Craig for his work in Queer. And then Jesse Eisenberg, A Real Pain, has sort of become a favorite as the past couple of weeks have unfolded as well. So whoever gets that 5th spot, that's going to be real interesting.
And Clayton, what about supporting actress? Who are the front runners and underdogs there?
It's the battle of the musicals again. We have Zoe Saldana from Emilia Perez. Listen, only 2 Latinas have ever won acting Oscars, Rita Moreno and Ariana DeBose, and they played the same role from West Side Story. So now Zoe Saldana, currently looking like the front runner, could become the 3rd ever to win if this holds. But then we have Ariana Grande, who surprised many of us, me included. No one expected that she would take on Wicked with more power than Kristen Chenoweth, and I saw her on Broadway, and this is like it's a role she was born to play. So we're gonna have a real tight race there. But we're also looking for first-time nominees such as Isabella Rossellini, who's 73 years old and never been nominated, about to get her first nomination for Conclave. Big day for her coming.
And Will, the Succession fans among us are going to love that we are looking for nominations. 2 different actors from that show competing maybe for Best Supporting Actor. How do you see that playing out, and who else do you think could earn a nod here?
Life imitating art yet again. The Roy family just...
I am the eldest son.
So we'll see if the eldest son gets a nomination. I think Kieran Culkin is certainly a lock for his work in A Real Pain. And then Jeremy Strong in The Apprentice as well. He plays Roy Cohn, which was Trump's like lawyer/fixer. And the performance is really moving and devastating. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets in there as well. And then, you know, Yura Borisov from Anora, I think, should pick up a nomination, as well as Guy Pearce for The Brutalist and Ed Norton for A Complete Unknown. But again, we could see Denzel Washington for Gladiator 2, or, I don't know, Jonathan Bailey for Wicked. He did get a SAG nomination, so I wouldn't be surprised. That man, his charisma knows no bounds. So we'll see if the nomination committee fell for it as well.
And we have to talk music, because the Academy now says we will not see live performances from the original song nominees this year of all to make that announcement. So what will we see in terms of music?
Okay, thank God this didn't happen last year, because that's why we saw I'm Just Ken. Remember the incredible Ryan Gosling, millions of Kens in the theater performance? If that rule had gone into effect last year, that would have never happened. So they are promising that we will see some musical moments, powerful musical moments this year in the show as well, but they won't be from the Best Original Song nominees, which maybe means that they can get a little more creative. So because Wicked doesn't have original songs in it, maybe we will get to see Cynthia and Ariana perform when otherwise we may not have, or maybe we'll see Timothée Chalamet take on a Bob Dylan song, because those are not original songs. But they're gonna have to get creative, and maybe it will be to the benefit of, you know, the audience.
And they talked about bringing back the Fab Five
format. Yes,
format.
Love
so
that.
We'll be watching. Will Gans, Clayton Davis, thank you both. And stay with us, because the nominations are just minutes away. But first, a deep freeze is taking aim at the South. We will tell you how long these cold temperatures will last right after the break.
What does it take to be the most watched newscast in America?
An operation to capture ISIS fighters.
Is this our Combat Operations Center?
We're approaching the gate now. Militants came in from 4 or 5 different directions.
Operational nuclear reactor.
So you have a couple loaded and ready to go. The house is destroyed, but the flag, there's not a tear in it.
Not a tear in it.
How important is this label right here, Made in the USA? Look at your smile. You're proud of this.
I love this.
Great work. Hi.
Where are you? Where are you?
Appreciate you.
Thank you, David. Good to meet you.
Ismail? David.
David.
Yes, yes. I'm David Muir.
I know who you are.
You
I watch
do?
you every night.
ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast.
Hey, good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I am in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
The world is on the brink of war. We need Captain America.
Who you think they talk about?
On my mark.
You want me? Come and get me.
Get tickets now.
I'm 110% ready to fall in love.
Tall, handsome, smart. He's perfect.
Time just stood still.
It's kind of already sinking in that these other girls are dating my boyfriend.
Everybody just really wants Grant, and we're all fighting for his love.
You act like you don't care.
He knows how I feel.
I know I'm in trouble.
Everyone's so mean.
I did not know how hard this was going to be.
Jason's escape puts my wife's life in danger. I need Haley's ex back in prison.
I need to focus on my career, so no more messy romances.
It's come to my attention that you two are betting on your rookies.
To be clear, we didn't put any money on it.
I'm worried about him. He's spinning out over Jason.
I need 2 units sent to my house. Who's out there?
I can't find Nolan anywhere.
Welcome back to ABC News Live. First, we are minutes away from the Oscar nominations in Hollywood, and we will bring those to you live as soon as they start. But first, here are some of the top headlines we're following right now. The first 1,500 U.S. troops are arriving at the U.S.-Mexico border today. They're part of President Trump's long-promised crackdown on immigration. The active duty soldiers and Marines will help construct new barriers along the border and assist in deportations. A new brush fire is burning along the 405 freeway in Los Angeles. More than 30,000 people are under evacuation warnings right now. Meanwhile, the wildfire north of L.A. has burned more than 10,000 acres and forced 30,000 people to evacuate. But crews say they are getting the upper hand with no known damage to any buildings. And a dangerous deep freeze is taking aim at much of the South. At least 10 people are dead across three states due to the winter storm. And extreme cold warnings in effect from Mississippi to the Florida Panhandle, with temperatures dropping as low as 12 degrees in the Gulf Coast. Temperatures on the East Coast are expected to warm up a little bit as we head into the weekend. Coming up, the countdown is on to the Academy Award nominations. They are happening live in just a few minutes, and we will bring that to you as soon as it starts, right after this quick break. Stay with us.
Get this, people. Now we're streaming every weekend right to you.
With an all-new show, an all-new view, special for the weekends. Now you can catch The View 7 days a week.
I wonder if you can handle it.
It's The Weekend View.
The Weekend View.
It's The Weekend View. Streaming on ABC News Live, wherever you stream. Take a little time to enjoy The Weekend View.
See you on the weekend!
Now streaming Saturday and Sunday mornings on ABC News Live, wherever you stream.
Jason's escape puts my wife's life in danger. I need Haley's ex back in prison.
I need to focus on my career, so no more messy romances.
It's come to my attention that you two are betting on your rookies.
To be clear, we didn't put any money on it.
I'm worried about him. He's spinning out over Jason.
I need 2 units sent to my house. Who's out there?
I can't find Nolan anywhere.
Who is this guy?
He was kind of creepy. Pure evil.
We were shocked.
This is every woman's nightmare.
This is not just any killer.
There was 11 skulls.
Drawn using a finger in blood.
All of these victims' souls belong to him.
They're mine. I'm more sane than most Americans.
This guy is an evil genius. He's the best serial killer that ever existed.
He compared himself to Ted Bundy.
Wild Crime, 11 Skulls, only on Hulu.
Jason's escape puts my wife's life in danger. I need Haley's ex back in prison.
I need to focus on my career, so no more messy romances.
It's come to my attention that you two are betting on your rookies.
To be clear, we didn't put any money on it.
I'm worried about him. He's spinning out over Jason.
I need 2 units sent to my house. Who's out there?
I can't find Nolan anywhere.
All we want is to find our way home.
I'll get you home.
A crew of murderous bounty hunters is coming after us. We have to move fast.
We have no idea who he is.
You can trust me.
You're a Jedi, right?
Of course.
What just happened?
Watch this.
Skeleton Crew. New episodes Tuesdays, only on Disney+.
Attention teachers, no child is to be sent to the principal's office today. Kids, if you want to do prom, now's the time. Happy birthday in school.
Yes. Weren't there like 4 more of these?
Yeah, we were robbed.
Hey, buy 3, get 1 free.
I'ma call your mother on you. Bring the rest back here, boy.
Welcome back to ABC News Live. First, we are just moments away from finding out who is in the running for a 2025 Oscar. Only 10 movies will be up for Best Picture. Let's take a look at this year's awards by the numbers. This is the 97th Academy Awards. There are 23 different categories up for grabs, and at least 323 movies are in contention for a nomination. We will find out how it all ends at the Academy Awards ceremony just 38 days away. Those awards are set for Sunday, March 2nd at the historic Dolby Theatre, and you can watch those 97th Academy Awards right here on ABC. And let's go to ABC's Will Ganson, Senior Awards Editor at Variety, Clayton Davis, for a little bit more on what we can expect there. Clayton, any final thoughts before we find out who made the cut?
I'm looking for some really interesting nominations in the form of Clarence Macklin from Sing Sing could be the first person that's nominated for playing themselves in the movie. It's a wonderful prison drama, and I'm just looking for a lot of Wicked today.
And Will?
My Hail Mary, like last minute, is for challengers. I would love to see that movie pick up more than just a Best Original Score nomination. I just loved it so much.
And any big moments you're looking out for at the awards this year?
Well, I'm so excited to see Bowen and Rachel Sennott do this announcement in just a minute. I think they're both fresh and fun, you know, faces, and I'm hoping that they make us laugh this morning.
And then we already talked about how they're not going to be doing original song performances.
Yeah, so give me a little bit of Wicked, a Wicked duet on stage.
All right, we'll see. Let's go now to our friends at Good Morning America for this year's Oscar nominations.
Okay, we are turning now to the 2025 Academy Award nominations after being delayed twice by the devastating wildfires in the Los Angeles area. They are now just moments away from being announced, and Chris Connolly and Kelly Carter are both here to talk about what we can expect. It is great to see both of you here. And Chris, let's just start off with the Best Picture. Who are we thinking this is going to go to?
Well, I mean, if you look at the list of the 10 potential Best Picture nominees, you can sort of think, what are these movies? Because it's been hard to find them. It could be easier to put a train set together on Christmas Eve and see all these movies. But there's some really wonderful films involved. The Brutalist is a fascinating story of a post-war architect making his way in America. Complete unknown. You've heard about the Bob Dylan story.
Fantastic.
That Timothy Chalamet is so great in. Nickel Boy is phenomenal. And Emilia Perez, as you know, Kelly, phenomenal film as well.
Fave film of the season for me is Emilia Perez. I loved it so much, and I love what we're seeing from Zoe Saldana in this movie. Like, I'm really excited about what's going to come for her in the future. I also really loved Nickel Boys. I also really loved Conclave. I loved A Complete Unknown. I got completely immersed into that early New York folk music scene.
Incredible.
Loved it so much. And also loved Jesse Eisenberg and Kieran Culkin. I thought they were really fun.
You're in and out an hour and a half. What feels better?
I mean, exactly.
Talk about a tale of two cities, right?
No love for my favorite, Enora.
Oh, Enora's amazing, and I think Mikey Madison's really going to have a great morning also. That's such a wonderful film that's about a sex worker, but it turns into a screwball comedy. That's delightful in the middle of the way there. And I've got Wicked down on my list, which I think has a shot.
Same.
But let's not forget about Dune Part 2 also. They've got to get Zendaya on the red carpet. She is the Meryl Streep of the red carpet. They've got to get her out there.
We'll see if that happens.
Absolutely.
There's so many storylines, as always. But how about this one, about the two pop icons, Pamela Anderson and and Demi Moore.
The temperature's in the 90s. Let's put it You've got Demi Moore and Pamela Anderson, icons of the 90s, sirens, cover subjects, constant speculation about their professional and personal lives, and now 30 years later transforming their careers and possibly getting Best Actress nominations. It's astonishing, really. And people like, you know, Amy Adams in The Wings and Angelina Jolie, and it's going to be a real hard to figure out just 5 from all of them, right?
It's going to be a lot of fun this year, I think. I'm excited. I mean, honestly, had you asked me 25 years ago if we will be even talking about Pamela Anderson potentially being nominated for an Oscar, I would have been like, I don't know
Such a great story.
if I think that is true. But here we are talking about it, so I'm really excited about her as well this morning.
Best song and interesting category, you got Elton John and Lin-Manuel Miranda duking it out.
Two geniuses. Look, I want to make everyone here feel a little bit seasoned and remind you guys that 30 years ago, Elton John won the Oscar for Can You Feel the Love Tonight from the original Lion King, and now Lin-Manuel could be up for an Oscar for his take for Mufasa, the origin story of Lion King. So that could be kind of fun to see those two battle it out, I think.
That makes for a really fun night for us backstage, because these are all just really amazing people to sit in a room with and talk to them should they be the winner. Robin alluded to it. Best Supporting Actress, the Battle of the Pop Stars, Chris.
I know it could be Selena Gomez for Emilia Perez. You know, it definitely could be Ariana Grande for Wicked. That would be really something. I don't necessarily know that they're favorites to get nominations, but it would be really exciting as things sort of turn around. Zoe Saldana, I think, who looks really strong. I mean, what a career for her. You think of somebody who's been in all these great franchises, who grew up just a few subway stops away from where we are right now in Queens, and now she might be looking at her first nomination.
Supporting. She's supporting. Yeah.
It should be really great.
Before we go, any big surprises either one of you are looking for?
I want all the surprises. I mean, I feel like Chris kind of had, you know, tipped to it a little bit earlier. There are going to be some films that no one has seen, and that always happens every year. And I can't wait to find out if I've actually seen the film that gets nominated.
This is the day.
It's a surprise.
A lot of people feel that at home. They feel the same way.
Exactly.
And we won't have to wait long to find out who will get the nod. We are about to find out. The Academy Award nominations are coming up next. The big moment. We've been waiting for it all morning.
Happening live.
It's happening right here on GMA. Stay with us, guys.
She's the New York Times #1 best-selling author. And tomorrow on GMA, the wait is over. Rebecca Yarros is live. Her first TV interview anywhere about her new book millions of fans have been waiting for. What will she reveal? Don't miss Rebecca Yarros tomorrow on Good Morning America. The Budweiser Clydesdales are about to let one morning show inside their world for a first look anywhere at a Super Bowl ad everyone will be talking about. They really are the most adored stars of Super Bowl Sunday. Only on
Whenever news breaks,
we are here in Israel, a nation at war after that brutal surprise attack by Hamas.
On the ground in Ukraine, reporting from Lewiston, Maine.
The scene of a horrific mass shooting.
ABC News Live is right there everywhere.
From the scene of that deadly missile strike in Dnipro, Ukraine.
Reporting from the earthquake in Turkey.
In Rolling Fork, this tornado tore through this little town.
From the most devastating disaster in Hawaii.
From Charleston, South Carolina, on the 2024 campaign trail.
In Iceland, let's go.
Traveling with the president in Mexico City.
Wherever the story.
From the front lines from southern Israel.
Outside the Gaza Strip.
In Beirut.
From the FBI.
Reporting from the nurses on the picket line.
Here at 10 Downing Street in London.
Streaming live to you.
Wherever the story is.
Wherever the story is.
Wherever the story is, we're going to take you there.
You're streaming ABC News Live.
ABC News Live.
You're streaming ABC News Live.
ABC News Live. Streaming free everywhere. America's #1 streaming news.
We have to move fast.
What are you in for? I found something buried in the woods. Don't touch anything. We're lost. Stay together. We just need some directions home.
Where'd you find an old Republic credit?
Over here, quick. I'll get you home. We'll make a partnership. We have to move fast. I need you to take the controls.
Okay. Neil? Neil?
A crew of murderous pirates is coming. Be warned. They have booby traps. Pirates. Mountains where none dare to go.
If you hear this, don't give up, no matter what.
Friday night, the 2020 true crime.
Sex, money, and murder, it has it all.
They were living the high life, but it was all about to come crashing down.
It was a house of cards that was crumbling fast.
Everybody thought car bombing has to be a mob hit.
Now, Friday night.
We're going to reenact the bombing to see how it could have been done.
2, 1.
Inside a murder mystery as it unravels. 2020, all new Friday night on ABC.
This family is suffocated. We are all here to help them. We're going to make this happen. We have 96 hours to build a house.
Come on, guys, it's moving day. Let's go. It can't be real.
This was more than just extreme home makeover. This was extreme life makeover.
Extreme Makeover Home Edition, Thursday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Tonight, the plan to end birthright citizenship in the U.S., the executive order put to a legal test, and the decades of affirmative action policies on the line. Where it all stands, World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast.
I'm Rachel Scott reporting from President Trump's inaugural parade. Wherever the story is, we'll take you there. You're streaming ABC News Live.
Welcome back to GMA, live from Times Square.
Music means welcome back. That is the Dolby Theatre in Hollywood, where the Oscars will be handed out in 5.5 weeks. Nominations going to be announced in just moments.
We are on the edge of our seats. Our movie experts, Chris Conley and Kelly Carter, are standing by to help us break it all down.
So very excited, and I believe the moment is right here. We're going to go right now to the Academy's Samuel Goldwyn Theater in Los Angeles, where the ceremony is on.
Live from Beverly Hills, California, please welcome the President and the CEO of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, Janet Yang and Bill Kramer.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for the 97th Oscars nominations announcement. On behalf of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, I want to welcome you and extend our deepest sympathies to everyone impacted by the fires here in Southern California.
This has certainly been a difficult time for Los Angeles, where many members of our film community, industry work and live. But the last several weeks have proven what we already know to be true. Our film industry and Los Angeles are resilient. And for almost a century, the Oscars have brought us together to unite and celebrate our global film community.
During this year's ceremony, we will honor the talented filmmakers nominated today, pay tribute to our brave first responders, and celebrate the enduring spirit of Los Angeles and the film industry.
And now, without further delay, to announce this year's Academy Award nominees, please welcome Rachel Sennott and Bowen Yang.
Everyone, hello. What an honor it is to be with you today.
Me and Bowen are wide awake. We have been up since 10 p.m. and between us we've had 3 Diet Cokes, an entire pack of cigarettes, and 1 Adderall.
And you get to guess who had what. Don't worry, everyone. Rachel and I have been through extensive pronunciation training for all the names today. Let me try now. Wicked.
Amazing, Bowen. That was really good. Well, let's not keep people waiting any longer. Let's go.
Are we ready for some nominees?
Let's go.
First, for Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role, Yura Borisov in Anora, Kieran Culkin in A Real Pain, Edward Norton in A Complete Unknown, Guy Pearce in The Brutalist, and Jeremy Strong in The Apprentice.
Next, the nominees for Achievement in Costume Design. A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Gladiator 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked.
The nominees for achievement in makeup and hairstyling are A Different Man, Emilia Perez, Nosferatu, The Substance, and Wicked.
Next up, the nominees for achievement in music, original score. The Brutalist, Conclave, Emilia Perez, Wicked, and The Wild Robot.
Now this year's nominees for Best Live Action Short Film. Alien, Anuja, I'm Not a Robot, The Last Ranger, and The Man Who Would Not Remain Silent.
Many such cases.
Yes, of course.
Okay, for Best Animated Short Film, the nominees are Beautiful Men.
Where?
Okay. In the Shadow of the Cypress, Magic Candies, Wander to Wonder, and Yuck by Charlie XCX.
Wonderful. And now we have the first of the 2 award categories honoring writing. First, for adapted screenplay, the nominees are A Complete Unknown, a screenplay by James Mangold and Jay Cox. Conclave, screenplay by Peter Strawn. Emilia Perez, screenplay by Jacques Audiard, in collaboration with Thomas Bideguin, Liam Messius, and Nicolas Levesque.
Crush that.
Thank you. Nickel Boys, screenplay by Ramel Ross and Jocelyn Barnes. And Sing Sing, screenplay by Clint Bentley, Greg Queter, story by Clint Bentley, Greg Queter, Clarence Macklin, John Devine G. Whitfield.
And for original screenplay, the nominees are Honora, written by Sean Baker. The Brutalist, written by Brady Corbet, Mona Fastful. A Real Pain, written by Jesse Eisenberg. September 5, written by Moritz Binder, Tim Fellbaum, co-written by Alex David. And The Substance, written by Coralie Farjat.
And last, before our break, the nominees for performance by an actress in a supporting role. Monica Barbaro in A Complete Unknown. Ariana Grande in Wicked. Felicity Jones, The Brutalist. Isabella Rossellini in Conclave. And Zoe Saldana in Emilia Perez.
Okay, wow, what a start. Congratulations to these Oscar nominees.
And hey, stick with us.
Stick with us.
We'll be right back with more nominations.
Stick with us, too. That was a good start. We'll be right back.
There's a new trend on the red carpet. Celebrities opening up about dissolving facial fillers and swearing them off for good.
I'm so against any kind of body filler. I had to reverse all of that damage. It's like everybody's chasing this one look. I would just say don't rush into anything unless you're 100% sure.
Facelift After Fillers, now streaming on Hulu.
Whenever, wherever news breaks, it's so important to always remember that lives are changed. Here in London, in Buffalo, Uvalde, Texas, Edinburgh, Scotland. Reporting from Rolling Fork, Mississippi, Ukrainian refugees here in Warsaw. We're heading to a small community outside of Mexico City, getting you behind the stories as they happen. ABC News Live Prime. We'll take you there.
Stream ABC News Live weeknights wherever you stream your news. Only on ABC News Live.
Mr. Parker, see me after class.
Parker out. Streaming January 29th.
She's the New York Times #1 best-selling author, and Friday on GMA, the wait is over. Rebecca Yarros is live. Her first TV interview anywhere about her new book millions of fans have been waiting for. What will she reveal? Don't miss Rebecca Yarros Friday on Good Morning America.
Nightline, the stories that shape your world, that shape your life. Dramatic, stunning, empowering, jaw-dropping. The most powerful stories of our time. Nightline, on right after Kimmel and streaming on Hulu. David Muir, ABC's World News Tonight, the most watched newscast in America, and honored with the Emmy Award, winner for Outstanding Live News Program. More Americans watch World News Tonight with David Muir than any other newscast.
Your inner circle's been compromised. Either you can't see that or you don't want to.
Who do you think they talk about?
Watch yourself. You're not Steve Rogers. You're right. I'm not.
Who do you think they talk about? Talk about us.
Stand by for proof of death.
You want me? Come and get me!
Captain America, Brave New World. Get tickets now.
We are back now here on GMA with the 2025 Academy Award nominations. Among the categories in this round that we're about to hear, we're going to see who gets a nod for Best Original Song and Best Picture. Our two experts, Chris and Kelly, do you have a sure thing in any of those categories?
A sure thing is that everybody who was in them is in pajamas right now. And nervous as all get out.
Anxiously awaiting to hear their names called. Absolutely. Yes, I agree.
Any surprises in the first round?
Ariana Grande is a pleasant surprise, I think, in supporting actress. I thought she was kind of on the fence, and that's going to be really exciting for a lot of people to watch, I think.
I agree, and I was excited to see Jeremy Strong get in there. I thought that he was fantastic.
Sure he would, yes.
I wasn't sure he was going to get in there either. I thought he was fantastic in The Apprentice.
Yeah, no Denzel.
Yeah, they're punishing him for being great so much. Really, they think his mantelpiece is too full. Anybody else gives that performance, which drives Gladiator 2, and he's in with no problem, but he's judged on a higher level is the only thing I can think of.
Right on the curve. Okay, we have a lot more coming up. You guys stand by, but we're going to go back to the Samuel Goldwyn Theater for the next round of nominations for this year's Oscars.
Okay, love it.
Okay, love it. We're in a hotel lobby. And we're back live. Before we continue, I just want to say it's really special to be here with Rachel.
Oh,
we both got our start in the New York alt comedy scene.
Yeah, we go way back.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, the alt comedy scene is sort of like regular comedy, but for women and gay people. And I just want to say, it makes so much sense that Bowen and I are like doing this now at this moment in our careers. Mm-hmm. You know, Bowen is such a huge star on SNL. He's in the hit movie Wicked.
Oh, thanks. And Rachel is Fatima.
Thanks so much. Let's keep going. So anyways, the nominees for Achievement in Music, Original Song are El Mal from Emilia Perez, The Journey from the 688, Like a Bird from Sing Sing, Mi Camino from Emilia Perez, and Never Too Late from Elton John. Never Too Late. Woo!
Smashed it. You smashed it, as the Brits say. And now, the nominees for Best Documentary Feature Film.
Okay.
Black Box Diaries. No Other Land. Porcelain War. Soundtrack to a Coup d'etat. And Sugarcane.
Next, for Best Documentary Short Film, the nominees are Death by Numbers, I Am Ready, Warden, Incident, Instruments of a Beating Heart, and The Only Girl in the Orchestra. Those are some sad titles. Serious stuff.
Serious stuff.
Serious stuff.
Yeah. For Best International Feature Film, the nominees are I'm Still Here, Brazil. The Girl with the Needle, Denmark. Nothing for Denmark. Emilia Perez, France. The Seed of the Sacred Fig, Germany. And Flow, Latvia.
And for Best Animated Feature Film, here are the nominees. Flow, Inside Out 2, Memoir of a Snail, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul, and The Wild Robot.
Here are the nominees for Achievement in Production Design. The Brutalist, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked.
Next up for Achievement in Film Editing, the nominees are Anora, The Brutalist, Conclave, Amelia Perez, and Wicked.
And for Achievement in Sound, here are the nominees. A Complete Unknown, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, Wicked, and The Wild Robot.
Next, the nominees for Achievement in Visual Effects. Alien Romulus, Better Man, Dune Part 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Wicked.
A lot of monkeys in those films, I just realized. For Achievement in Cinematography, the nominees are The Brutalist, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, Maria, and Nosferatu.
For performance by an actor in a leading role, the nominees are Adrian Brody in The Brutalist, Timothée Chalamet in A Complete Unknown, Coleman Domingo in Sing Sing, Ralph Fiennes in Conclave, and Sebastian Stan in The Apprentice.
Woo! For performance by an actress in a leading role, the nominees are Cynthia Erivo in Wicked, Carla Sofia Gascon in Amelia Perez, Mikey Madison in Anora, Demi Moore in The Substance, and Fernanda Torres in I'm Still Here.
For achievement in directing, the nominees are Sean Baker, Anora, Brady Corbet, The Brutalist, James Mangold, A Complete Unknown, Jacques Audiard, Amelia Perez, and Coralie Farjat, The Substance.
Woo. Okay, y'all, for our final category.
Our final category, I cannot wait. I feel like we should read them together.
I feel like we should.
Okay, here are the 10 nominees for Best Motion Picture of the Year.
Here they are.
Here we go.
Anora, Alex Coco, Samantha Kwan, and Sean Baker, producers.
Boom. The Brutalist, nominees to be determined.
A Complete Unknown, Fred Berger, James Mangold, and Alex Heineman, producers.
Conclave, Tessa Ross, Juliette Howell, and Michael A. Jackman, producers.
Dune, Part 2, Mary Parent, Cale Boyder, Tanya Lapointe, and Denis Villeneuve, producers.
Amelia Perez, nominees to be determined, producers.
I'm Still Here, nominees to be determined.
Guys, paperwork, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Nickel televised, nominees to be determined.
PGA. The substance, nominees to be determined.
And Wicked, Mark Platt, producer. Woo! There it is, you guys.
There it is, y'all. Congratulations to all of this year's nominees. It's been such a privilege to share the news with you and movie fans around the world.
We are rooting for you all in equal amounts.
Yes. Watch the Oscars live, hosted by Conan O'Brien on Sunday, March 2nd at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on ABC and Hulu. We cannot wait to celebrate with you.
We're gonna party.
We're gonna party.
It's so fun.
Bye.
Rachel and Bowen, they did a great job. I feel great. And those are the 2025 Oscar nominees. We'll be right back. We got to pick them up.
Yeah.
The news never stops.
From Tampa, we are here tonight as Hurricane Milton has just made landfall.
The surge just keeps coming up.
Right on the border between Ukraine and Russia.
We're in artillery position about 2 miles away from Gaza.
And ABC News Live is right there everywhere.
We're not far from where this rally took place, so just stick with us here.
Traveling with the president to the U.S.-Mexico border.
Here in London today.
Off the coast of Gaza.
Downtown Tel Aviv, rockets or missiles coming in. From the most devastating disaster in Hawaii. Some areas are still smoldering.
Wherever the story.
From the front lines,
The ruins of Rafah.
from the FBI,
Reporting from Capitol Hill.
In western Portugal, outside of Mexico City.
in Iceland. Let's go.
Here in France.
The eclipse across America.
Just stunning.
Unbelievable.
Streaming live to you.
Wherever the story is.
Wherever the story is,
We're going to take you there.
You're streaming ABC News Live.
ABC News Live.
You're streaming ABC News Live.
ABC News Live. Streaming free everywhere because the news never stops.
America's #1 most watched daytime talk show is ABC's The View.
You all heard it here first. This is going to be must-see TV, and so much could happen. That's why it's called The what? The View.
Wherever news breaks, it's so important to always remember that lives are changed. Getting you behind the stories as they happen. ABC News Live Prime. We'll take you there.
Streaming free on ABC News Live.
You know how difficult my dad is.
You know, I hear everything from in here.
I'm broke and I need a place to stay until I find a job. Can we try to talk to each other like rational adults?
You watch the news lately? That's not a thing anymore. You could go back to law school. That's always been your dream.
Actually, that was your dream for me.
You like to argue.
You do love to argue.
As long as we get paid for it.
The 2025 Oscar nominations have now been announced. Coming up, we've got Chris Connolly and Kelly Carter breaking it down for us. Let's do it right now. I don't even want to wait a minute. Talk to me.
We'll be right back.
Get this, people. Now we're streaming every weekend right to you.
With an all-new show, an all-new View, special for the weekends. Now you can catch The View 7 days a week.
I wonder if you can handle it.
It's The Weekend View.
The Weekend View.
It's The Weekend View. Streaming on ABC News Live, wherever you stream. Take a little time to enjoy The Weekend View.
See you on the weekend!
Now streaming Saturday and Sunday mornings on ABC News Live, wherever you stream.
This is ABC News Live.
The crush of families.
On the ground in Ukraine.
ABC News Live, America's #1 streaming news. Anytime, anywhere. Streaming 24/7, straight to you for free.
Thank you for making ABC News Live America's #1 streaming news.
There's a new trend on the red carpet. Celebrities opening up about dissolving facial fillers and swearing them off for good.
I'm so against any kind of body filler. I had to reverse all of that damage. It's like everybody's chasing this one look. I would just say don't rush into anything unless you're 100% sure.
Facelift after fillers. Now streaming on Hulu. What's good to watch? Read? Where can I get a great deal on what I'm just dying to buy? Oh, it's all right here. GMA Life. All the exclusive and buzziest celebrity good stuff. Deals and steals with amazing savings and the coolest lifestyle tips from Good Morning America. Get excited!
I love that so much. It's time for GMA Life.
GMA Life, streaming weekends on ABC News Live. Your weekend just got a little better with GMA Life.
Help! Mr. Campbell, I remembered I left something in the bathroom. Deuces. Parker out.
There we go again. Swinging through the city so fast you can barely.
Gotcha! Check out our next victim in his dumb costume. Is my suit really that bad? Ouch.
Taking off the mask. What you say?
Ah, nice of you to join us, Mr. Parker. See me after class.
Streaming January 29th.
Reporting from the aftermath of the Maui fires, I'm Melissa Adon. Wherever the story is, we'll take you there. You're streaming ABC News Live.
The 2025 Oscar nominees have been announced. 13 nominations for Amelia Perez, Chris Connelly, and Kelly Carter. You're going to break this down for us. I mean, 13 nominations. Was anything that made you go, wow?
Well, that's serious business for them. That's a real serious number. You've got Zoe Saldana, who might well be the favorite in supporting actress, singing, dancing, doing it all.
I think so.
And Carla Sofia Gascon for Amelia Perez. I believe she is the first trans woman ever to be nominated as Best Actress.
Absolutely.
So news being made all the way around.
History was made. I mean, I'm not surprised about those 13 nominations. When I first saw it, I thought it was the best film of the year. And apparently the voters so far are thinking enough to be nominated so heavily. So that's exciting.
There's some kind of party you could throw for the Best Actress people who were not nominated this morning. It's Pamela Anderson, Kate Winslet in Lee, Nicole Kidman in Baby Doll, Amy Adams in Night Bitch, Angelina Jolie and Maria. The list goes on and on and on.
Those are not nominated.
All those were not nominated. So a really privileged group to have made it. It's very impressive.
Category.
How about Best Actor?
I was going to say Best Actor. I mean, Timothée Chalamet all the way, right? I think he's probably out there as the lead to take this in. But also, I was really excited to see Sebastian Stan get that nomination because he did not think he was going to get nominated. And look at what happened this morning.
And Adrian Brody's got to be very much in the conversation.
Adrian Brody absolutely is in the conversation. People love The Brutalist. I know it was one of your favorite films of the year, so.
It was, because it's got an intermission, and you got to love that.
Circling back to the actresses who made it to Best Actress, we think frontrunner for sure, Amelia Perez.
I think it could be anybody, really. I mean, Demi Moore gave that amazing speech at the Golden Globes that positions her really well to be a contender because it's got a great narrative for her. And Mikey Madison's great.
Demi Moore.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, we get another fashion moment from Demi Moore. She's just been killing it, and so happy for her, really.
Absolutely. We can chew on it for another month. It was a great start to the Oscar season.
Thank you, Chris, as always.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate that. We thank you for watching as well.
Have a great day, everyone.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Remember, you're going to see the Oscars right here at ABC.
Friday night, the 2020 true crime.
Sex, money, and murder, it has it all.
They were living the high life, but it was all about to come crashing down.
It was a house of cards that was crumbling fast.
Everybody thought car bombing has to be a mob hit.
Now, Friday night.
We're going to reenact the bombing to see how it could have been done.
2, 1.
Inside a murder mystery as it unravels. 2020, all new Friday night on ABC.
There's a new trend on the red carpet. Celebrities opening up about dissolving facial fillers and swearing them off for good.
I'm so against any kind of body filler. I had to reverse all of that damage. It's like everybody's chasing this one look. I would just say don't rush into anything unless you're 100% sure.
Facelift After Fillers, now streaming on Hulu.
You know something serious about to happen. I have an idea.
You guys have eyes on your targets.
Shouldn't we strategize?
Come on, we're gonna improvise. Freestyle.
No.
Let's get this done.
Being a cop is stressful. Every year on the job is different. You never really stop being a rookie.
We're smarter, not harder.
What does it take to be the most watched newscast in America?
We are part of a an operation.
Is this our combat operations center?
We're approaching the gate. Militants came in from...
Hi. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Ismail?
David.
ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast.
Tonight, the plan to end birthright citizenship in the U.S., the executive order put to a legal test, and the decades of affirmative action policies on the line. Where it all stands, World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast.
Reporting from Madison, Wisconsin on Election Day, I'm Deborah Roberts. Wherever the story is, we'll take you there. We're streaming ABC News Live.
America's #1 news, ABC News, now streaming 24/7 on Disney+.
I'm Diane Macedo. Today on ABC News Live. First, the dangerous deep freeze worsens. Millions are in the grip of life-threatening cold after a historic snowstorm paralyzed Gulf states. The struggle to clear roads and restore power, and how long the deadly temperatures